If only Ada were still here.
Oh my God, I gotta do something. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll just do whatever they need.
Welcome, everyone, to Summer Games Done Quick 2022 live in person. I wanted to say that for a while. It is so incredible to be back here in front of the cameras in Minnesota for the first time in 3 years. I am so proud of our staff and our benefiting charity, Médecins Sans Frontières, for working tirelessly in tandem to come up with a way for us to safely do this event to the best of our ability. They are better known as Doctors Without Borders, and MSF provides medical assistance to people affected by conflict, epidemics, disasters, or exclusion from healthcare, and have been proud partners of SGDQ for 10 years. This event would not be possible without them, and we are so happy to be fundraising for them once again. So if you are able, for them this week, if you would like to help MSF fulfill their mission, please go to gamesdonequick.com/donate and chip in whatever you're able. Well, without further ado, Adef, what are you doing here?
I need to be on the pre-show.
What? No, get out of here. What's wrong with you?
I was on the interview team for AGDQ.
And this is SGDQ. You can't just show up and demand to be on the pre-show. Security!
Wait, Hobbs, hang on. We don't have Spike. We're like down an interviewer. You know, we even have an extra chair.
You know, he does have the afro.
Yeah, I'm Spike Vegeta. I like Donkey Kong Country.
That's convincing to me.
Yeah, that's
Spike. Yeah.
Whatever, sit down. I don't care anymore. All right.
All right.
I guess we're doing this. Well, without further ado, I would like to introduce my cast of clowns here to help break down the week that we got coming up. We got Kung Fu Fruit Cup. We have Keezer on.
Aw.
Adef apparently is here, and I'm Jay Hobbs. And we're just here to talk a little bit about what you can catch this week full of awesome speedruns. So it's been a really long time since we've gotten to do this whole shindig in person. What's everybody excited about?
Oh, okay. So I am super excited to be interacting with our live audience. Hi, audience.
It's so good to hear that.
I know. Oh, that's amazing. So actually later on today, I'm going to be reading out donations during Mr. Shasta's Kirby and the Forgotten Land any percent run, and I'm so excited. It's going to be amazing.
Great game.
Such a good game.
This is the best. You all are the best. Oh my gosh. So this is a new game, but it already has some really cool and interesting strats and tech. Like, you know, we do slide hopping. There's fire, tornado, use ice on some bosses. It's really cool. Plus, we have a game-breaking hammer super jump. You need to see it. Seriously, it's awesome, especially for a Kirby game. And there's some routing. You have to get very specific Waddle Dees in order to like make sure you have everything for the end. It's a nail biter. So I'm like way too excited about it. What about you all?
Oh, one of my absolute favorite safe, non-threatening GDQ activities is finding yourself in the stream room super late at night. There's barely anyone there. There's a run-on you've never heard of, but you're gonna quickly fall in love with. The vibes are immaculate. A run this week that fits that description is Lord of the Rings Return of the King with Maxi Lobes. This run, yes.
Yeah, Max.
Yes. This run is gonna be amazing, everybody. And no matter who your favorite member of the Fellowship is, there's a good chance you're gonna see them in this run Tuesday night with Maxi Lobes.
You know, Fu, you mentioned the live audience we got here, and Adef, you were talking about the vibes in the stream room, and one of my favorite things of being back here in person is the energy we get from the crowd during some of the biggest productions of the week, like the Super Mario Maker 2 relay that we've got on Saturday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew you'd all like that one. We have 6 spectacular, in fact, speedrunners split up into 2 teams, each trying to sprint their way through a handcrafted course designed explicitly to make their lives miserable. What's not to love?
You know what I missed? Standing in the lobby with a bunch of friends trying to coordinate food plans.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you all get that. So you're just standing around in the lobby, looking down at your phone, and sometimes you're just resigned to the fact that fast food's the only thing that's open right now. But speaking of fast food, did you know there's actually a game in the marathon called McDonald's Treasureland Adventure?
Oh, that can't be.
It's real, I promise. So fellow bad game connoisseur Lizstar is going to be taking a bite out of this Monday morning. Man, I keep talking about food. I'm like really hungry. I could go for a burger.
Ooh.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'll get it for you. That's perfect.
What?
You can't get hurt that way. I'll go.
Hurt?
Wait, you show up and now you're leaving?
Well, okay. How long until the next segment?
I don't know, like 3 minutes?
Great. I'll do my own McDonald's speed run.
Okay.
Bye?
Did he say we were gonna get hurt?
I mean, I stubbed my toe this morning. Got
Well,
hurt.
I guess I'll start a timer, and I guess we'll check in with ADEF later. But hey, you know, speaking of runs outside of the hotel, I don't know. For the first time, Summer Games Done Quick will not only feature speed runs from runners here at the hotel, but also from runners in their homes around the globe. We have learned a lot from the last 2 years of online events, and we are excited to bring the lessons we've learned here to this event.
Yeah, you know, one of the best examples I could think of are the awesome rhythm game showcases that we weren't able to show off in person because the setup was so complicated.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, every time I talk to someone, they're like, yeah, this whatever the rhythm game was, they're like, this is the greatest thing I've seen at GDQ in a long time. Always people that impress. And we have not ITG and Stepmania being shown off by Smoothie Biscuit and Windu. And then we also have, I have to look at this because I mess it up every time, Sound Voltex Exceed Gear by Levy Earn. You don't want to miss those 3 Thursday night.
Those rhythm game, they always have, those titles are always such a mouthful,
they're such
you
a
know,
mouthful.
for the rhythm games. So is our next one. Gunvolt Chronicles Luminous Avenger IX2.
Bless you.
Wow.
Yeah. One cool part of the online events is that we were able to showcase lots of international runners who otherwise wouldn't have been able to participate. So shout outs to Benja, who will be bringing this one to us on Tuesday morning from Chile.
Ooh, that's amazing. Yeah, I love the international representation. It's amazing. It's great. Okay, so a remote run I'd like to mention is, of course, Zelda.
Oh, wow. What
Oh,
a
wow,
shock.
yeah.
Zelda.
So I'm pumped for the Switch remake of Link's Awakening. This is happening between Zelda veterans, TGH and Glan tomorrow night. Ooh, so much. Yes, of course. They get it.
They get it. We have a crowd now.
Now this is exactly. This is a glitchless any % race. So because of that, we're gonna get to see like how charming this game is and all of this like wonderful redesign. But it's still gonna have a lot of like skips and really cool techniques to witness. So definitely don't miss that.
Hey, that Link's Awakening race isn't the only one we've got either. There is a merciless amount of competition for you that you should all tune in for over the next week. Hey, Keys.
Yeah.
You're a fan of whips and leather. You want to talk about Castlevania?
Jeff, I told you that in front. Oh, Castlevania. Okay. I'm with you. So there really isn't much I can tell you about Castlevania that you don't already know. But what I can tell you is Crewnen and Drunken Draconian are going to crush this low % race. Sub-weapons, upgrades, no, that means nothing to them. They're just going to beat it with their pure skill and a level 1 whip. And you don't want to miss that Monday right before noon.
Ooh, yeah, absolutely. And keeping up with the trend of difficult platformers, if you've never heard of Celeste.smc, now's the time. This Super Mario World mod is made as a tribute to Celeste. So it's kind of combining 2 of the most iconic GDQ games that we have now. So I'm not gonna be missing this any % race on Friday evening between Grand Pooh Bear and Mr. Mighty Mouse as they platform their way up to the mountain summit.
Hey, are either of you planning on waking up early Thursday morning?
It's GDQ, we don't sleep.
Yeah, I might be up.
Any of you out there planning on waking up early Thursday morning? No? Maybe a little bit?
Oh, hey, a dedicated group.
If so, wake up with a cup of coffee and the indie game Lumion, between a race between Breakdown and Ellipsis. These first and second place runners will take you on a tour through the picturesque environments while focusing on catching every cycle and avoiding death at every turn. Lasers, spikes, and energy balls are just a few of the obstacles that they will encounter as they literally fly through this indie 2D platformer, which is always a favorite speedrun genre of mine.
Awesome.
I'm back.
Wow.
Okay.
everybody okay? Did anybody get hurt? Everyone's fine? Nobody's hurt? Hobbs, you're fine?
Oh,
We've
we're
just been
fine.
sitting
Okay,
here.
I just got the fastest thing I could think of. So, Keys, here's your ketchup.
oh, yeah, okay.
As a classic NES speedrunning fan, one of my most anticipated runs of the marathon is Blaster Master. Blaster Master.
Yeah, Blaster Master.
The Blaster Master race between David TKI and Uranium Anchor is going to be so phenomenal. In Blaster Master, there are two different kinds of segments. There's segments in the vehicle and there's segments on foot, and both feature completely different gameplay mechanics. You're not going to want to miss this top-of-the-line showcase.
Hey, wait. I said extra pickles.
I don't think you said anything like that.
Well, you should have known.
That's an unrealistic expectation of me, Kizaran.
Your face is an unrealistic expectation.
That is
Ooh,
hurtful.
geez.
Hey, whoa. Okay. Well, as these two hash out their problems, I can see their donation total is already over $12,000, which is an incredible start.
Oh,
And did you all know that when you donate, you can actually help unlock bonus speedruns? In fact, our first bonus game is already open. It's Pokemon Snap.
yay!
Pokemon Snap. Keys, you are the resident Pokemon guy.
Yep.
I resent that.
Yep, no one else.
No one else.
Keys, you are the resident Pokemon guy, so if you would like to enlighten us a little bit about this nostalgia trip.
absolutely. So I love Pokemon and I love pictures. And what better way to combine it than Pokemon Snap? Now, seriously though, this game has such a passionate community, and Quo is going to do such an awesome job representing them. It's not an auto-scroller, folks. Like, there's actually a high skill ceiling. So this is a run that will exceed expectations. Be sure to donate for Pokemon Snap.
Yes, I love Pokemon Snap. It's so cute. Okay, but how about something maybe a little less cute and a little more scary? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Look, I actually like have a hard time playing scary games, but I love watching them. So I am so excited for the Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach run bonus game, right? So this could be Monday night during the Scary Games block, obviously. And as opposed to a typical brisk any % run, this is an all endings run. So Ace Delusional would be getting to show us 6 very different paths, like back to back, which would be really, really awesome. And since this is an inbounds run as well, with how broken this game actually has been discovered to be, we'll get to see what's going on.
Hey, you know who won't be able to see what's going on?
Who?
That's going to be Buffet Time during his run of Half-Life Alyx.
Oh,
Yes.
gotcha.
See, Half-Life Alyx marks the first of 2 VR speedruns that we have at this event, and it's our bonus game for Tuesday night. So as we saw 2 years ago, this game is jam-packed with mind-boggling maneuvers. But it's actually an inbounds run this time around, like Five Nights at Freddy's, which should be a completely different beast than the any % no-spin run that we got at SGDQ 2020. Regardless, I think this is still going to be one of the most highly anticipated runs for a lot of people.
Oh, you know what my most highly anticipated run of the marathon is, Hobbs? And I think you're going to like it too.
Okay.
It's Elden Ring All Remembrances by Catalyst.
Ooh, good pick.
Yes.
The speedrun scene for Elden Ring has absolutely exploded since the game came out. I mean, All Remembrances features flying horses, one-shot lasers. This run is nuts. And did you know that you can actually change the finale of SGDQ?
What?
It's true. There's a bonus run, Elden Ring Any % by Hypersomniac, that's going to be put right after the All Remembrances run, and you don't want to miss this one either. Both of these runs are wild.
Wow.
Wait,
That's
where's
exciting.
Sen? I mean, he's wild about prizes and games.
Oh, I can get him. I'll get him. You guys stay here, and I'll.
I think right there.
No. I'll go get him. You guys will be fine, and everything will be okay.
No, but Ada, seriously, he's right.
Oh, he genuinely is right here.
Yeah.
Spike went in on that.
It's not sent, though. We
Oh,
have Shout.
it's Shout.
We got Shout.
Shout.
We got Shout. Prize boy.
Hi, hello.
Shout himself. Come on.
Thank you.
Huh? Prizes.
Oh my goodness, we have prizes, and we have some big prizes. I'm gonna let you two.
You know,
Here.
right here.
Very
There
comfortable.
you go.
You have a new friend.
Aw.
Hi everyone, I am Mr. Game & Shout, and I'm here to tell you about some of the amazing prizes that we have this event. The spread is absolutely incredible for SGDQ 2022. From dice sets and collectible coins all the way up to some giant plushes like Mareep over here. One-of-a-kind perlers, custom art that's been made for the event. The generosity of people that have sent in prizes for us to then give away to you is absolutely incredible. I'd like to take a moment to thank all of them. You can see the full list of prizes available on the website, gamesdonequick.com. Take a look at the schedule while you're there. Everything that you see decorating the set here behind me on these shelves is a prize that you could win this week. But keep your eyes open. They are only available for a limited time, and once they are gone, they are gone. One exception, though, is going to be our grand prize this event. We have a package. Heroic Replicas has hooked us up once again. It is a... It is a two-piece set from Heroic Replicas. We've got some extras in theirs as well. We have the falchion from Fire Emblem.
Ooh.
And we have, and the team went a little crazy for this earlier, a cane from Sly Cooper.
Ooh.
Good.
This
Love
is
Sly Cooper.
This is anodized aluminum, Brazilian redwood, I believe. $200 cumulative donation throughout the marathon gets you in to win the grand prize package. So every donation you send in, we total them up. If it meets or exceeds 200, you are in to win the grand prize. And again, check out the schedule, see what else is available. It's gonna be really cool. I got a lot of stuff I like this time. It's gonna be fun. So, all right. Well, thank you for having me on. I will let you get back to it.
Do I have
I feel a bit like a shepherd at this point. Vaguely
You got it?
Yep,
Good.
I got it.
I miss
Goodbye.
you.
Bye, Shaq.
Bye, Shaq.
Bye, Mary. It's so cute.
Well, thank you, Shout, for a really good scent impression, honestly. So the last year has seen a just plethora of awesome new hotness in the video game world,
Yeah.
right? Just with how good speedrunners are nowadays at breaking these games, cracking them open like a walnut and crushing the devs' expectations. I love to see what we can do with new titles as soon as they come out, you know? So one that I've had my eye on for a long time now, over 7 years, is Tunic.
Yes, so
super
cute.
Game. This cute little fox is full of secrets, and the beautiful thing is, most of them are available from the moment you start the game. You just don't know on your first playthrough. So Sunny Muffin, a man of experience when it comes to indie game speedruns, will use every trick in the booklet, and a few that aren't, to carve a path through this game in 40 minutes.
It's funny that you mentioned 40 minutes because that's also the estimate of Greek Memories of Azure. It's an awesome, neat Metroidvania with an imaginative and innovative way to play it. So you have 3 different characters, all with different skill sets, and you utilize that to go through the game. And Sabera Messia is going to crush this Tuesday morning.
Yeah, absolutely. Love all of this indie game rep. It's so great. So I'll mention an indie game, but okay, it may be scary again. No, but it's Phasmophobia.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is awesome.
What an interesting run. Okay, so this is a co-op effort between Brossentia, Flannel Cat, NPC, and PSEG coming together to try to identify one of 21 different ghost types that's haunting like a house or maybe a school or an asylum. It gets really scary. Especially don't. I'm sorry.
We're not getting foo on that one.
Right, I told you it's hard for me to play, but so it's going to be really cool to see like how they use these tools, like all the different tools that they offer in this game to help them speed up the identification process in order to figure out which ghost type it is.
You know what scared me as a kid? The Covenant. And their never-ending desire to have universal domination. I mean, this really frightened me. I'm terrified of them.
Okay.
The prophets are scary. But you know what? We have a hero. Do you guys remember Master Chief?
No.
John 117? Green man holding the blue AI girl.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Rings a
So
bell now.
he has a grappling hook now, and Waifu Runs is gonna make him go so briskly through the air, it's gonna blow your mind. We're gonna be blowing up grunts and brutes and jackals, and we're gonna be flying past phantoms and ghosts with a new piece of speed tech called fusion coil boosting that is gonna absolutely blow your mind. One of my favorite games of 2021, no doubt.
Yeah, there's some great games coming out last year and like all this new stuff that we're talking about. Wait, last year, how has nobody mentioned Metroid Dread?
Oh my God. How
Hello?
did you forget about that?
We're stupid.
Yes, seeing it now finally at a main stage GDQ, it's amazing. So Kekuman Shoyu is actually going to be showing us, rolling around at the speed of Morph Ball on Saturday evening. Yeah, you get it. For an any % no major glitches run. And there have been a ton of skips and discoveries and amazing things found for this run over the past year. So I'm just so excited to see all these bosses get absolutely obliterated, like so much faster than you can imagine, and all this super smooth speed running.
Hey, do you ever think about how weird it is that Samus can like fit inside the morph ball? It makes no sense.
Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, how do her shoulder pads fit in? There's no way.
Doesn't Sonic
Right?
like collapse into a sphere too? Like, I don't get how game devs keep getting away with this.
Yeah.
And speedrunning tech, like the movement tech found in speedruns, is also so wild. That's an entirely other beast. Have you guys actually tried to BLJ in real life?
Have you?
No.
No comment.
What about side hopping from Ocarina of Time?
Yeah, interesting. Do you think it's like it would be faster to like actually do that?
Andrew Donaldson and Donald Anderson here for GSPN Network. Boy, we've got a great one today, Don.
Drew, I'm excited for this. We got 4 competitors in peak physical prowess, ready to show us what they've got.
A race of 4 speedrun strategies, starting with Hobbs with a classic backwards long jump from SM64. Oh, takes a fall. We're gonna have to look at that one in the high impact replay.
Yeah, I tell you, Drew, he just didn't mash A fast enough.
Back to the field, we have 2 front runners. Adef opting for the Elden Ring dive roll. Keys pulling ahead with the Ocarina side hop, but where's our 4th competitor? Where's Fu?
She's going with the classic Jimmy Johnson's anything with an engine strat, getting in a car.
Ah, very classic one indeed, but did she think about the setup time? She's got some speed now, but will it be enough?
She's driving away with it, but let's check on Keyzeron and Adaf.
Looks like Keys is pulling ahead, and there he goes. He crosses the finish line. Keys, you can stop anytime. You're completely done. Let's move on.
You approach the cave. Suddenly, a group of shrieking kobolds spring out from the trees surrounding you. Spike, roll for initiative.
Is a 1 bad?
Yes.
Fiesel, it's your turn. Roll for initiative.
Okay, let's go 20. Let's go 20. It's a question mark. What does that mean?
I think that means it's time for the randomizer segment.
Randomizer segment?
Yep, I have just been informed in my earpiece that apparently we are doing a segment on our day off. Hobbs, I will remember that. What's up, SGDQ 2022? I'm Spike Vegeta, and I am joined by Fiesel and YKB.
Does this count as his turn?
Oh, absolutely.
Now looking through this schedule, totally not for the first time. It looks like, hey, you know what? There's a lot of great randomizer representation at this GDQ. Hey, first run of the marathon, we got Shadow the Colossus. RUBIEHART, she's going to be taking on all the Colossi in a completely different order every single time she does it. That's going to be exciting. But you know what? Let's just sink our teeth into some of the awesome randomizers this marathon. Fiesel, give me one.
Thanks, Spike. Yeah, coming up late Tuesday night, we've got Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. It's a 4-way race, and you know, I always find RPG randomizers exciting because they demand quick reactions and routing on the fly. You've got to adapt to the characters you have, you've got to find the equipment and the bosses, which could be shuffled all over the place. There's just tons of elements that you've got to balance. I'm just really excited for this race, which happens to be our 3rd showing of a Final Fantasy rando in GDQ. So YKB, another big series for randos is Pokemon, and we got some of that on the horizon, don't we?
Oh, we absolutely do, Fees. And for this one, we've basically got half of the participants in the live pre-show in Minneapolis as Keyzeron and Adef are joined by 360 Chrism and Shenanigans for the ever-colorful romp through a Pokemon Emerald randomizer. And I know what you're thinking. I'm totally down for this, but haven't we seen Pokemon Rando before? Well, the answer is yes, but this one randomizes everything. I mean, everything, including the fact that the Pokemon will evolve into something different every level. So, yo, Keys, you like that Mewtwo? Well, how about if it changed into a Magikarp? I mean, this has the potential to be the funniest, most unpredictable run in the history of GDQ, and it's coming your way on Wednesday afternoon.
I'm already imagining all of the absolutely cursed fan art that will come from this run. Well, I've got one more staple GDQ randomizer series for you all here in The Legend of Zelda with Ocarina of Time randomizer, this time in co-op form. The fact that it's a co-op run will allow you to hear a lot of communication between the runners, and the audience will be able to get into the mindset of what a randomizer runner's thought process is in their routing. In addition to that, it's dungeon entrance rando, so you might walk into the Deku Tree, but surprise, surprise, it's actually the Shadow Temple. This absolutely bonkers run will come your way Friday afternoon as Nuclear and, Spike Vegeta are apparently going to be doing this run. I need to go right now. I need to put on my clothes. YKB, Fiesel, thank you. SGDQ, wait for me. I'll be right there.
Spike, what about our game?
Hopefully he'll have better luck in his randomizer run. I guess we just kick it back over to Minneapolis?
Wait, Spike's gonna be here? Adef, you can go.
What? No. If only you guys know what I've been trying to prevent here today.
No, he's right. You can leave.
But I did all that stuff. I ran to the future. You don't understand.
Go.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
Later. I'm just gonna.
Wait, Hobbs, what are you doing?
Oh, that BLJ really messed up my back. If only Adolf were still here, he could get me an ice pack.
Ketchup on me. How did this happen again?
Okay, look, I just need to go over this like morph ball thing. Okay, how does she actually do it? I can get, okay, hang on. I'm gonna prove it.
Hang on. Keys. You said ketchup. Hobbs is on the, with the, everybody's fine?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Yes.
What are you talking about?
I had this dream. It was so vivid. The future, and we were gonna save the world together. It was.
What?
Okay,
The world.
settle down, little boy.
I'm 23.
I don't know. Maybe this was too much for him.
Yeah, maybe.
I regret joining this team.
Well, you're stuck with us now. Hey, everybody, have a great Summer Games Done Quick 2022. We're back.
Yeah!
All right, everybody. Welcome to Summer Games Done Quick 22, not online. And of course, with me for the 10th SGDQ is Doctors Without Borders. I've got Layla and Greta, if you'd like to say a word.
Yeah, thanks, Matt. We are so excited to be back in person here in Minneapolis, like you said, for the 10th Summer Games Done Quick, benefiting Doctors Without Borders. So Doctors Without Borders, also known by our French name, Médecins Sans Frontières, or as we like to call it, MSF, is a medical humanitarian aid organization. So we provide healthcare for those affected by armed conflict, epidemics, exclusion from healthcare, and
mandated natural disasters.
Mandated natural disasters, yes, thank you. We have over 45,000 staff on the ground right now in over 70 countries. We are guided by our core principles of accountability, independence, neutrality, bearing witness, and medical ethics.
Right now, in Ukraine, we have over 600 staff working alongside Ukrainian doctors to provide medical care to areas devastated by war. MSF treats patients suffering from COVID-19, and we advocate for affordable and equitable access to vaccines and treatments. Reproductive health care is an essential part of the medical care that Doctors Without Borders provides. We have seen the devastating consequences around the world in countries where people lack access to safe and legal abortion care. But the foundational promise of MSF is to care for vulnerable populations wherever they are. And for that, we rely on the generosity of donors and supporters like all of you. Over 90% of our funding comes from individual donors, and that allows us to be independent and act fast in the case of an emergency. So the donations raised here this week will empower Doctors Without Borders, and they will make an immediate impact on our field work. As we know, both MSF and GDQ teams are both pros at getting things done fast. And in only 10 Summer Games Done Quick events, you all have raised over $15.8 million for our projects worldwide. It is an incredible accomplishment. And so for that, we just want to say thank you so much to all of the donors, to everybody here with us in person this year, and everybody watching at home. Thank you so much for making an impact, for joining our movement, and for providing care to those who need it most. Thank you to the Games Done Quick team, to all of the volunteers and staff, corporate sponsors, and everybody who had a hand in making this huge and special event possible. We are so grateful for your support, and we couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you in person today.
Thanks so much, Layla and Greta. All right, so it looks like we're about ready to go. So can I get a little warm welcome for RUBIEHART? That was pretty good, but I think we can do a little better. I said a nice warm welcome for RUBIEHART playing Shadow of Colossus. There we go, there we go.
So before we count down, a quick thing to explain about this category. In this game, you fight 16 behemoths, huge colossi that roam the landscape, but we're going to be doing them in a random order. So through this run, Lizstar is going to be rolling a huge D20 that we have and marking off the different colossi. So every single time we beat a Colossus, it will be completely random. If it rolls a 17 to 20, then she is just going to pick. So it's Goblin's dealer's choice. All right, with that, are you ready, Summer Games Done Quick? Woo! All right, we're gonna kick this off in 3, 2, 1, go! Who's first? 14. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so this is my favorite Colossus in this game. I refer to him as one of the small boys, Zenobia. He is a bulldog just doing a hecking protect of his city. So the way that the speedrun strats in this game work, unlike a lot of other speedruns where things are very like RNG specific or glitch specific, this one deals with a lot of AI manipulation and physics manipulation. So what I'm gonna do is, as soon as I get into his arena, I'm going to switch to the bow, and what the game typically expects you to do as a casual player is use the pillars that are scattered all across the landscape in order to knock them over one by one and eventually break the armor off his back. But we can actually go to the very final pillar in order to do a skip. So let me see if I can get this here. Foxy, can you go ahead and take it from here?
Yeah, so the skip basically, Ruby's gonna be mashing and forcing Wander. There you go, easy as that. Gonna be forcing, like wedging Wander into like, I guess the lower portion of the pillar. And then that's basically gonna cause Wander to just super jump up and immediately get up onto the pillar itself, and saves quite a bit of time. You can see the goal time here is about 9 minutes, and we're only 45 seconds in, and we're already at the last pillar. So very great. And so here, you can actually move in this cutscene. You can't move in all cutscenes in the game, but what Ruby's gonna try and do is jump from the pillar immediately over to the ledge where we're gonna trick Zenobia into,
just
close,
really
though,
is, that's
close.
okay.
Yeah, and so this is the backup. This is basically what we would be doing, but you know, during the cutscene. So it's quite a bit faster than trying to go up the ledge all the way on the other side. And we're gonna kite Zenobia over and get them a little angy that we're breaking things and cause it to accidentally cause this
there it is.
This tile to fall down. There you go. And that's how you beat the puzzle. It's pretty simple.
Yeah, and from here, basically what's gonna happen is, since I now am at a high enough level just to overtop Zenobia, once that armor breaks off of her back, I'm gonna be able to jump stab and stab her all the way home, and that's gonna be the end of the fight. So Liz, if you wanna roll for who the next Colossus is in just a second, then just get that die ready.
Oh, good job.
Nice job.
Yeah, thank you. And something to keep in mind with this game, if you're not familiar, the reason why we're killing all these, seemingly innocent creatures is Wander brings this girl with him who is dead. There's a deity here that can bring back the souls of the dead. So killing all these colossi is part of the way of releasing this deity's power. If you want more about the game, look it up. But that's the first Colossus. Let's go. Who's next? Two. And in the meantime, do we have any donations from our wonderful host?
We sure do. We've got $10,000 from the Yeti. They say, hey all, Yeti here. We're so excited to be here in person for SGDQ 2022. Seeing all your masked faces again is amazing. Let's kick off the event with $10,000 raised from your pre-orders and teas. Be sure to visit theyeti.com/SDDQ to pick up your official event goods. Let's go!
That's amazing! Also, we have an incentive for Pet the Horse. So for every amount of donations that we get, I will be petting the horse. So how many horse pets do we get to give our good girl?
12 already.
Oh my God.
We have raised over
Amazing.
$6,000 petting this
Count
horse.
them with me, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
So many.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was it 11 or 12?
12.
12. Okay, 11, 12. All right, cool. We're headed towards Colossus number 2.
What was the one we just
All right. This next Colossus, Quadratus, number 2. I call him my boar boy. I have nicknames for all the Colossi. Just go with it as we go through. So basically with this Colossus, what's gonna happen is each of the Colossi have weak spots that you're meant to use as a puzzle in order to actually mount them. This Colossus in particular has weak spots on the bottom of his front hooves and back hooves. So what you're expected to do is wait for him to kind of lift them up so that you can shoot them. But there is a kind of a platform attached to his butt. So what we can do is very quickly hit the back hooves and then jump onto that as the hoof is going down. So let me see if I can get this. There we go. All right. We called that the ump jump, named after Aiden Umperson, who founded that trick. Then from here in this speed run, we will use a bunch of different types of stabs. What I'm doing here is if you're at an incline, and quickly move and then stab. It allows you to quickly let go and re-grab versus waiting for the animation of Wonder's sword to come out. So I was able to do cycle stabs there. From here, this Colossus has 2 sigils, one on the butt and one on the head. So I should be able to take out this one on the head in just a second. All right, let's see. Okay, and if you notice right now, for some reason, no matter how much the Colossus shakes me, he's not going to be able to actually get me out of that position because I was in a sub 1 minute quad. There we go, second Colossus down. Who's next?
2 again.
Keep rolling.
14.
Again.
We've already done those. 15,
There we
great.
go.
Okay, this is a perfect time for more donations. Kyle, hit me with them.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from Big But 5. They say good luck to the Thempress of Shadow of Colossus, RUBIEHART, and don't forget to pet the horse.
Thank you so much. We got time for one more donation.
All right, we've got $20 from Grimion. They say good luck on the run, RUBIEHART. Go beat that llama, horse, moose, deer, dog, or whatever Phaedra is.
Thank you so much. And how many horse pets we got this time?
We have 1 more horse pet, so keep those donations coming.
All right, amazing. And we're headed towards 15, yeah?
Correct.
Yep, perfect. Just wanted to make sure. All right. 1 horse pet and 1. Amazing. All right. This one is a really interesting fight. Sancho and Foxy, I'm going to let you explain it and I do it. But audience, just have fun and don't blink or you will miss it.
Yeah, that's it's going to go fast. So basically, so what you're supposed to do is start with the head and then go to the hand sigil, but that's slow. So we're going to start with the hand sigil. We're going to wedge ourselves in between Argus's sword and the little tuft of their palm hair, I guess, which sounds sweaty. But we're just going to jump through that, stab that sigil because it only takes 1 full stab. And then after that, there's a little funny thing in this game with side jumps and physics, basically, because everything that we do for this speed run typically doesn't use any sort of weird glitch. It just uses the actual physics of the Colossi and just how massive they are compared to you. So Ruby's going to set up here some positioning, and then whenever Argus takes its first step, we're going to jump up, have some iframes, and there you go. Nice and quick.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it's really fascinating. There are a few Colossi that if you do side jumps, it will send you in weird directions. So there are some of them where it launches you fully to the side, and for this one, it just launches you directly upwards, so we don't have to worry about using any of the architecture or even hitting a weak spot to knock the sword out of his hand. There we go. Colossus 15, who's next? 8. Amazing. All right, and Kyle, what do we have for donations?
We've got $25 from MOD366. They say, I had the pleasure of meeting Ruby in February and hosting one of their runs at a marathon. They are one of the most wholesome people I have ever had the pleasure of working with. Good luck on the run, Ruby, and may the RNG be with you.
Thank you so much. That is so sweet. All right, and we have time for one more.
We've got $16 from Steffi K that says $16 for the 16 Colossi. So thrilled to see my favorite SOTC runner kicking off SGDQ this year. Looking forward to a great event. Also, pet that horse.
Oh, you got it. How many horse pets we got this time?
I have terrible news. We have no more horse pets yet.
No!
Let's get those donations running. Every $500 is another pet for Agro.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, please get in those donations. And also, we had another incentive for this that before we even started the run was already met. So at the end of this, Sancho and I are going to be singing a ukulele duet together that he wrote based on this game. So you'll be able to enjoy that at the very end of the run. Yeah. But keep those coming in for Pet the Horse, for Doctors Without Borders. It's an incredible cause. Okay, so this is what we call a gimme Colossus. This is actually one of the easiest ones in the game, even though casually it's terrifying. So this Colossus Kuramori exists in this small arena, and he is a big salamander with horrible flame missiles that he can shoot out of his mouth that leave behind essentially electric gas clouds. But by shooting him off the wall and jumping down, I'm going to be able to land pretty close to him and then get on his belly. And then like with Quadratus's butt, I'm going to be able to do some of those cycle stabs where once I'm at an angle, I can very quickly pop out of the stabs and just set up the next one immediately. So all I have to do is 2.5 stabs for the first sigil, 2.5 stabs for the second, and then we will be all set here. Give me 1 minute. And down. Next. Let's go. 3. Okay. And one thing just to keep in mind with this run, if you hear me say like a full sigil, a partial sigil, half sigil, if you notice the yellow circle in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, there's a little white dotted line that will appear and go out towards the edge, which shows how much a stab is charged. And that's really important when we're talking about doing 1 cycles to make sure that a Colossus doesn't reset their animations. All right, Kyle, how many pets? Any pets?
Ruby, you're going too fast for chat. They can't keep up with you. We have no more pets yet. We're getting close to our next one, though.
I mean, I'm happy to be going that fast. That's nice. But yes, please get in those pets for the horse. Okay, this Colossus is one of the absolute hardest in the game with an incredible trick, but I'm going to let my wonderful commentators explain it so I can try and focus on it. So, yeah.
It's you again.
Yeah.
I'm just here to be the eye candy.
So up next is Gaius. It was on the cover of the remaster, or I guess the remake of Shadow of the Colossus. So if you've seen this game in any perpetuity, this is probably what you know in recent years. But basically, this is a really awkward puzzle because you're supposed to get like the bracelet on Gaius's arm to break by having them swing their sword at the like center. I guess like steel or metal plate, but that's again really slow. So we can just use again really cool physics, and with a nice little setup, you'll see probably what a lot of people think is the coolest trick in the game. Nice 1, 2.
Oh no, it's okay.
That's all right.
No, so for every retry, I'm going to be donating $10 after this run to Doctors Without Borders. And since the number 14 was the first Colossus we rolled, I'm also going to be donating another $14 on top of that. So every retry is just another little donation for Doctors Without Borders.
But yeah, so we're also just shooting arrows to not only aggro Gaius, but to do damage to the stomach sigil, which was just going to reduce the amount of stabs that we need to do come when we're down there. So we're going to start with the head first, but we'll see here in a second.
Oh no! All right, one more retry. Let's see if we can get this. Come on.
You're being too generous. We Doctors Without Borders.
Just really want to donate that money.
I just really want to donate that money. That's all it is. And one thing that we like to affectionately call this trick, so it's often referred to as the Gaius launch, but a lot of us call it the Space Jam. So if y'all know that song, it very regularly gets stuck in my head when I am doing this particular fight.
And yeet.
There
you
it
go.
is!
Yeah,
There
good
it
job.
is!
Come on, slam.
And welcome to the jam. Okay, so now that we are on the neck, I'm going to wait for this shake animation to pass so I can get a plant on the head. And there are 2 sigils on this Colossus. One of them is on the head and the other is on the stomach. So once I finish this one, I should be able to drop down just from the front to get to his belly and then take out the rest of the damage. So this looks like it's going to be a really, really good setup here since I got the plant pretty much immediately. Hang on.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That drop is very scary because if Gaius isn't leaning back, you will just fall forward and fall off, and that's that's a reset right there. So great stuff.
Yeah, he is being a little bit of a shaky boy right now, though, which I gotta say, not
Yeah,
bad.
his hips don't lie.
There we go. All right, Gaius down. There we go. All right, Liz, who's next?
2. Nope.
We already did 2. 1. Wonderful. Okay, so number 1 is going to be the next Colossus. And THEKyleThomas, what donations do we have?
We've got $250 from Mott. They say, well, this is just common video gaming practice. If you can pet a thing, you pet the thing. So pet that horse. And with that, we have earned 2 more pets on Agro.
Yes, amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. And any more donations?
Absolutely. We've got $25 from Fly. They say Agro deserves 60 pets. Come on, everyone.
Wonderful. And we've got time for one more donation. Yeah.
You've got it. We've got Bloopity Bloop with $10. They say, so excited to see one of my favorite runners opening SGDQ with one of my favorite games of all time. Let's go Ruby and let's go MSF.
Yay. All right, 2 horse pets. 1, 2. Okay, and we are headed. Oh, wait, who's next? Who's next? 1. Yes, okay, I forgot. Sometimes in the middle of the pets, I just get so excited about the pets that I forget what life is. Okay, so we're headed towards Colossus number 1. This one is a really cool fight. Basically, the way this works is Valis, you're expected, since it's the very first Colossus, to just get used to where weak points are. There's a weak point on the back of his ankle, and then you climb up his back in order to mount the Colossus. But the nice thing is there are some cutscenes in this game that you can actually move during. So what I'm gonna do here instead is hit his ankle twice, and then if I'm able to nail this and get a swing forward, once I move forward, I can actually grab directly onto his beard. Oh no, it's okay. All right, another $10.
Yeah, you're just running blind there.
Yeah, you're running blind there, and sometimes when the camera turns a weird way, I have a harder time with it, but that's okay. We got it this time.
There's a reason people say the camera is the 17th Colossus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the 18th is the forest. But the nice thing is, since we're not doing any percent, we don't have to worry about the forest here. All right, let's take another try at this.
And if we get lost in which Colossus we're going to, it's not all the way back.
There it is.
Oh, that was
beautiful
great.
Positioning. Yeah, okay, great. Then from here, all I have to do is 2 plant stabs and a jump stab to finish off, and then we're gonna be all set with this Colossus. So let me see, that's 1, 2. Oh, bam, Colossus down. Awesome, all right. Who's next?
17.
Which means you get to pick.
I get to choose. Do the centipede one.
The sand centipede one?
Sure.
Okay, great, cool. There are a few that are either flying or worms or snakes, so it's always good to clarify. Okay, so
elongated.
Yeah.
This time, if you want to mark that off. So Colossus number 10, Dirge, we'll explain it in a second, but hey, Kyle, do you have any donations?
We do. We've got $15 from Elavonia that says, Agro, why the long face? Oh, because you need pets? No problem.
Speaking of which, do we have any pets?
We do have 1 more pet.
Yes, amazing. All right, let's see. Oh, there's my girl. Hi. Okay, and 1. All right, so Dirge, Colossus number 10. This one is the first Colossus where doing a 1 cycle is really important. Some of the Colossi, if you do a certain amount of damage to one of their sigils, will actually just reset their animations, throw the main protagonist, Wanderer, off of their body, and you have to reset from the beginning. But by doing very specific amounts of damage for each of the stabs, we can actually make that a 1 cycle, take out all their damage, no problem. So the very first thing I'm gonna do here is try and hit his weak spot, which is his gigantic eyes once I line him up behind me. So let me see here. Okay, once I line him up behind me, I'm gonna try and do a fully charged arrow shot just into the eyes. So we'll see if I can get this. Babe, 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 babe. Babe, wait, babe, no. Hang on. What is happening right now? Okay, give me 1 second. I'm messing this up hard. Foxy, can you talk for a second while I try and find my life? Thank you.
Yeah. So with the chip damage that you're going to do on the eyes to Dirge is what allows us to basically kill that based under damage on the first sigil, as Dirge has 2 sigils, 1 on like the lower back and 1 closer to its head. You technically actually only, if a Colossus only has more than 1 sigil, you only need to kill 1 of them to actually get the kill. So that's what we're going to be doing here. So Ruby will be doing a very specific amount of damage thanks to what you can see as mentioned before, those 2 yellow circles on the bottom left of your screen. I believe it's like 2 or everybody does it differently, so I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah. So I do a full stab, a half stab, and then a 0.9 stab. That looks really good. Yeah. Okay, I think this is going to be a 1 cycle. Yeah. Okay, so from here, if I got this 1 cycle right, once I kill this sigil, then the entire Colossus should be taken down, which is a huge time save. Otherwise, this fight can be upwards of 2 to 3 or 4 minutes.
Yep.
There we go. Colossus 10 down.
Take that centipede thing.
The centipede thing. All right.
6.
6. Wonderful. Okay, that's Barba. Okay. Kyle, ready for donations. Hit me with them.
You got it. We've got $50 from Plays with Swords. They say, so happy for another GDQ event and excited to be off my couch and in the audience for the first time. Amazing gameplay from RUBIEHART. More pets. Speaking of which, we have earned 1 more pet for Agro.
Amazing. And we got time for 1 more donation while I do that pet.
Sure, we have a casual $100 from Pangolin Druid that says, obviously, pet the horse.
Obviously, pet the horse.
Obviously.
And actually, we actually have time for 1 more because we're still on the loading screen.
$20 from Spicy Chickpea. They say, so excited to watch SGDQ back in person this year and to donate to such an amazing cause. Pet that horse.
All right, and 1. There we go. Okay, next we are headed to my beardy boy, Barba. So for this Colossus, this is another moment where we're going to use physics to our advantage. So let me go ahead and load into the fight here. Essentially what's going to happen is when Barba loads in, the game wants you to use his arena by hiding and him leaning down in order to grab onto his extremely long beard that you're going to see. But what I'm going to do instead is actually completely ignore that and just go for his arm. So you can actually jump into his hand. Oh, whoops. All right, there's another retry, so another $10 for Doctors Without Borders. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one more time. You can jump into that hand as it's swinging down. I just went a little bit early and kind of bonked my face into it. No! Hang on, that's rude. Excuse me, Barba. Can we cooperate? I would greatly appreciate that. Okay, so let me.
He's being a rude dude.
He's being extremely rude, and I don't appreciate it. All right, give me 1 sec. I just got punched in the face that time. He doesn't like that I'm killing all his brethren. I understand. Okay.
Foxy, just so you know, you're my beardy boy.
Thank you. It's pride.
What is happening? This is usually one of the much easier ones for me. Here, Foxy, go ahead so I can focus on this.
Sure,
one.
yeah. So as Ruby mentioned, we're going to be using the bracelet on the left arm, getting it like wedged into the index finger, and then...
There it is.
There you go. So we've gone to the fur, and then one thing we kind of mentioned before that I spoke about with Argus is that whenever you're like jumping basically onto a new surface or grabbing onto something new, you get a couple of iframes immediately. So we're going to use that basically, and this animation that Barba's doing to try to, shake you off. We're just gonna have like little magic feet and just run up his arm, and then.
Oh, that was a great leap.
There it is.
What a good leap.
Yeah. There. Now imagine doing that in real life. That's just no.
I Wander, and if you ever play the other games in this series, so it's part of a trifecta. The games in the series that are all spiritual successors are Shadow of the Colossus, Eco, and The Last Guardian. And all of the protagonists of these games have arms of steel, and I don't understand it, but it's amazing to see just the feats that they accomplish and what they can do.
Yeah.
Despite, not being bodybuilders. Yeah. But from, I guess, with the power of love, determination, and then Yorda who opens doors, we are able to accomplish these things. Once I get another half stab here after he finishes doing his little shaky shakes.
Slash. Nice.
Yeah, there we go. All
right. Go.
Barba's down. And the great thing about, so with the jump stabs and the slashes, the reason we do those for the final hits is the in-game timer is still running, which is what we use to calculate the speedrun times that are on the SRC chart and things like that. So the timer is still running until the end of the fight, and if you're doing a regular stab, it will send Wander into slow motion. But by doing the jump stab or the little sexy slash is what we like to call it, then that actually allows you to immediately go into that cutscene. Who's next?
6 again.
Oh, we already did 6. 9. All right. Oh, my nemesis. My nemesis. Okay. Here, before we actually get to that one, though, hey, Kyle, do we have any pets?
We are just $12 shy of our next one. No pets yet.
That's okay, but go ahead and read a donation while we get into this next fight.
Sure, we've got $250 from the Crystal Crew. They say, They say, Empress, you inspire us all on a daily basis. Thank you for your hard work intentionally building this warm, welcoming, chaotic, wholesome community. We also appreciate the recent upgrades to the well. Don't let Pelep get you down. We love you, and Onyx sends purrs.
Thank you so much. Oh, the Crystal Crew is my fan community, so thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Okay, so this Colossus is, for me, one of the hardest in the game. Foxy, please help save me.
Yeah, so basically the side jump that you saw with Argus is the exact same thing that we're going to do here by, as I mentioned, with Barba. You're going to jump up as Bassaran is rearing upwards, basically, and then by doing a side jump, you're going to launch yourselves over to his head. It's awesome. It's a very tight window. There it is.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a very tight window. If you do it too much, if you charge too much or too little, one, you just either won't get to the head, or sometimes you just launch right over and just say like, bye-bye Bassaran, and then go from there.
Yep,
So,
I like to call those the aerial tours because you just get a full view.
Would you say bye-bye, Bassaran?
Yes.
Yeah. So once you're on the head, it's pretty simple. Up until half health, Bassaran is going to be rearing his head back, which you just kind of reset. And then after half health, you're going to be going side to side instead. And that's where we want to get a plant. A plant, I believe Ruby explained earlier, but I'll just repeat it, is where you can't be shaken out of when you're trying to stab or while you're gripped. So.
Although I will say Bassaran is also a jerk, and sometimes you get a plant and then he still shakes you out. But second try, I will take that.
Yeah,
that was
that's
great.
really good.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Who's next?
3. Nope.
5. We haven't done 5 yet. Okay, amazing. And Kyle, please give me some more donations.
You got it, $20 from Flo. They say, what do you mean, no pets? You better give that hoofy boy some pets. Good luck to RUBIEHART. May the gods of RNG bless them. And good news, we do have one more pet for Agro.
Yes, amazing. We have time for one more donation before we get in that pet for our go-go girl.
You got $10 from Hill. They say, what a way to start GDQ. Excited for the ukulele duet later.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are headed towards Avion, Colossus number 5, which is both one of the most iconic fights of the game, just for how beautiful the arena and the actual Colossus itself is. This is one of the only 2 flying Colossi, but it is also one of the most terrifying for speedrunners.
Pet.
Oh no! Oh no! Wait, no! I'll quit out. Hang on. Thank you.
I was like, why are they getting so rowdy?
We are laser focused.
Wait, no! I got excited about the description. Hang on.
That doesn't count as a failed attempt.
It doesn't count as a failed attempt. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. Okay, let me go find my girl. I am so sorry.
Oh, right there.
I'm
So
going to
ready.
give you my own pet just to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was on me. Okay, she is a very good girl. She goes through a lot in this game. She deserves it. Okay, so for Colossus number 5, this is one of the few flying Colossi, and if you mess up by basically getting what we call a wet avion, where you fall into the water below from the Colossus, that loses you between 1 minute and 2 minutes just trying to either remount the Colossus or do a retry. So I'm gonna hope that this goes well. And again, I mentioned earlier that there are only a few Colossi in this game where RNG really comes into play, and with this particular Colossus, it's based on an animation of if one of her wings swings upwards or downwards. And once we actually get onto the Colossus, I'm going to let Foxy and Sancho take it as far as the explanation. But what I'm going to do is just start off by hopping onto one of these platforms, and as soon as I'm there, aggroing her with a single arrow shot and getting to the middle platform. And now I'm going to pass it over so that I can focus on hopefully getting a wing drop here.
Yeah, so Avion, I think like a lot of people think, It's just a really fun Colossus because you're just like, careening through the air basically on this giant beast trying to like not fall. It's very tense even for us as speedrunners. So it's really crazy. So these wings on normal, awesome.
Yes, up wings, love it.
Yeah, wing up is amazing. It's a very cool trick you're going to see here. So it's very much a leap of faith, but it's doable.
Yeah, there it is.
Nice.
Oh, well done.
Very well done. Yeah, you can actually go all the way from like one sigil to the other, but it's way better to be safe than sorry with this Colossus.
Yeah, sometimes I'll go all the way down. Sometimes I get scared.
Yeah.
So I got a little scared there, but that's okay. And
Nice.
fun fact, if you want to surprise any of your friends with your new speedrun knowledge, this back sigil in particular, the hitboxes for each of the sigils are very different. That sigil is the entire back third of the tail. That's as far as the hitbox goes. But there we go. That's Colossus number 5. All right, who's next?
Do Todd.
Say again?
Number 16. Do
Todd, yes. Our wonderful tower Todd. So Colossus number 16, Malice. So the pinnacle final fight of when you're playing through the game in its regular order is going to be the next one that we take on. And weirdly is one of the less stressful or least stressful fights for me. So I'm digging that right now. That seems really great. In the meantime, Kyle, I would love some more donations.
You've got it. Pillbug Hug gives $250. They say, all the love to RUBIEHART from the Crystal Crew. We're with you all the way and so happy to see you here today. Graben Sie Bird Floppen.
Graben Sie Bird Floppen. And any, do we have any pets?
Oh my gosh, yes, we have 2 more pets.
Yay! All right, count them out with me. 1, 2. Okay. And we are headed to Colossus number 16. And as we load into this fight, we have time for one more donation.
You got it. Gale gives $41.56, and they say, I spy on my Colossi someone who is beginning with an R. Good luck, Ruby. Your whole crew is behind you. Stoppen Sie Bird Floppen.
I did. The Bird Floppen is already deceased. And we are going into Colossus number 16. This one is terrifying in particular for casual players because he shoots heat-seeking missiles out of his hands. But there is a particular path that speedrunners found that we can run where as we go through this arena, you can actually make sure that either his shots completely miss you because he thinks you're in a different place, or they go to shoot your feet, but there are other pieces of architecture that take the hit instead. So by running this specific path, there we go. That was a beautiful PDO path. That was perfect. I'm able to do this without taking any hits, without using any of the bunkers and barriers that you're meant to. And now I'm already in the final tunnel and about to ascend the Colossus. As you can see, this estimate is normally 9 minutes and 30 seconds, and this will probably be a 2 minute to 2:15 fight. If I'm lucky, even less than that. This is one unskippable cutscene, so it just shows you how epic in scale this particular fight is, and it is extremely hard to climb him if you don't know what you're doing, because he also can shake around, which makes balance on him really, really tricky. But for this particular part, all I'm going to be doing is climbing him as quickly as I can. We have a pretty good established path here, and from there, I'll just be getting a plant on the head. There are a bunch of weak spots you're meant to use on this Colossus in order to climb him that start with going from the back to one of his hands to a shoulder to the other hand. But by basically going to this particular tier and shooting his shoulder, so going all the way to the final sigil that exists, kind of in his armpit area is the best way I can put it. There we go. I can get him to lower his arm and just get onto it from here, and then use the physics to my advantage to kind of like with Argus, as he's bringing up the arm to investigate what the heck this thing is on his arm, I can climb on and I'm already on his shoulders. There we go. And from here, all it is just getting in that plant position and stabbing him all the way home. So this fight, while it can be very terrifying if you're just playing it casually and can be a much longer fight, if you don't take shots in that first section, then from here, I'm really just home free. So this is a perfect time to read some more donations.
Absolutely. We've got $25 from CC. They say Ruby is crushing it. Love their energy for this opening run. And shout out to our Couch Gobbo for bringing the chaos.
Yes, and who is the next Colossus?
19, I get to choose again.
Yeah.
4.
For Phaedra, I love, oh, my bae. And we have time for a few more donations. And it also, do we happen to get any horse pets this time?
No pets yet, but we do have $50 from Dear Trivia. They say, this Barbie Horse Adventures remake took some serious creative liberties. Oh well, pet that horse.
I absolutely will. And for those of you who aren't familiar, this is the 2018 remake. This game originally came out for the PS2, was re-released in an HD remaster for the PS3. And the reason I started speedrunning it is just because it is my favorite game of all time. I speedran it with a bunch of friends in college before we knew what speedrunning was. It was just like casual races with friends because of how much we loved it. And then, once we were all on quarantine and stuck inside, I have been a professional actor for many years, and when I lost that, this became my solace, and now I'm so grateful to have found the speedrun community. So this is the moment where I'm just gonna say thank you, Games Done Quick, for having me. It's truly an honor to be able to help support Doctors Without Borders. So this Colossus is the one that was mentioned in one of the donations earlier. I've heard a million different animals associated with this one. I've heard horse, deer, giraffe, moose, a million other things. So I'm just going to leave it open to your own interpretation, much like the plot of these games is. So basically, you're meant to use a series of bunkers to trick her into thinking you're in one place when actually you're in another. But by doing that trick that I did where you launch yourself off of aggro at pretty high speed and get that extra height, I was able to just grab immediately onto that butt ladder. And before I can even, I couldn't even get in the whole description and we're already towards the end of the fight. So it's just a matter of following her shake animations, making sure you can get onto that butt ladder and then getting the plant on her head. But just like that, Phaedra is down. I love it so much. All right, who's next?
6. Let's go 7.
7? Okay, Hydrus. Oh my gosh, wait, how many do we have left?
1, 2, 3.
You're kidding.
Yep.
Time flies.
That's incredible. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Okay. Kyle, please hit me with some more donations.
You've got it. We've got $15 from the Crank Machine. They say, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is the greatest start to a GDQ yet. This Colossus of a game will be done in no time. They say, I'll be back with more puns on horseback real soon. Thank you so much for that donation.
I love it. Thank you so much. And thank you to everyone who's donated. And we have time for one more donation. And do we have any pets?
You're still too fast for the pets. We've got to keep those donations coming faster.
Got it. Okay. And Hydrus. All right, we've got time for one more donation.
Sure. Gregor Monkey gives $50 and they say, GDQ is back. Woot! Let's get some pets for the real hero of the game, Goodest Girl Agro.
Oh, she is the goodest girl. I love her so much. Okay, we are headed into another one of the hardest fights in this game, but in my opinion, it is also one of the most beautiful. But if you have a fear of underwater sea creatures, this might be the time to avert your eyes for about a minute. So what I'm gonna do is as soon as I see the 1 hit the timer, I'm gonna start moving forward. There's a particular place that you can position yourself in the water here, where if you do a series of jump stabs, rather than having to grab onto her tail and go all the way up her body and taking out those electric nodes on the way, I can actually get immediately onto her head and do a few jump stabs to take out her sigil. So let me see if I can make this work.
Nice.
There we go, and just like that, I'm on the Colossus. Like I mentioned, that is one of the hardest tricks in the game, and then from here, all I'm gonna do is some jump stabs and then quickly let go as she pops her head in and out of the water. And it should only be 1 more stab here. And she's there we go.
Smooth.
The danger with that is if she bobs too much. So if you go forward a certain amount while the node is still active, she'll actually go, oh wait, no, I don't want you here, and start bobbing up and down. So you have to jump to do the jump stabs from behind a certain line that's invisible. And the problem with that is we want to leave the node active to not take extra time. But that also means that I could have taken a lot of damage and died there. So that's why I got very nervous. But we are good to go. Hydrus is down. Who's next?
18. So let's go with 11.
11? Celosia? I love it. Okay, sweet. Celosia is one of my small boys. The small boys are my favorites. I absolutely love the 2 tiny colossi. But while we load in, THEKyleThomas, I would love some more donations.
Absolutely. We have earned one more horse pet in partial thanks to $50 from Zelcade. They say, pet the horse Thempress, supporting Doctors Without Borders and seeing a Ruby run? Yes, please.
Yes, please. Thank you, Sel, and thank you to everyone in the Crystal crew who's watching. Y'all are amazing. And we have time for one more donation while I do this horse pet.
Sure, we've got $5 from Jiratsu. They say, these poor colossi are like, what even is happening?
Wait, hang on. There we go. All right, and 1. Wonderful. Okay, we are headed towards, oh wait, who do we say, 11?
11.
Yep, 11. Great, okay, just wanted to make sure. I lost track of life again. Okay, cool. So this particular Colossus is really interesting. It's one of the heaviest AI manipulations in the game. So this Colossus is a little boy who's afraid of fire. So the way that the game expects you to beat him is by grabbing a torch, lighting it on one of the sconces around this arena, and then slowly swinging it in front of his face to get him to edge off of the cliffside so that the armor on his back breaks. However, there's a really interesting AI manip we can do, because as long as you have the stick in your hand and Celosia is close enough to the cliffside, it will still activate the cutscene for him to fall. So what I'm gonna do here is take the torch and go immediately to the second sconce, light it by just standing near it, get his attention with a quick whistle, and then I can essentially drop and pick up this torch repeatedly by the cliffside, and that will get him to immediately knock off the side. So now from here, all I should have to do is run away from him really quickly, just so he doesn't immediately stand up. If you don't move, he will immediately stand, and it is a pain. But oh no, wait. Come back, baby, come back, please. Okay, there we go.
You can blame it all.
No! Okay. Whew, that was terrifying. Please don't.
Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, the really unfortunate thing is it is very hard to get back on his back when he is aggroed. If he hits me, then, okay, there we go. I got a plan. Okay, now it should just be 2 stabs and then we're good to go. That was very memey, but that's okay. So this is the moment where I want to show you all tricks for this speed run, and she's been practicing tricks on her own to speed run fighting me. But there we go, Celosia down. So who's next?
We got 2 left.
2 left.
Whichever's the closest. 9.
So that would be 12. Okay, Pelagia. This is another one of the hardest fights, and the past few days she's been giving me a hard time. So Foxy, Sancho, I'm gonna let y'all take this.
Yeah, this one's a funny one. Pelagia is, do we have any pets?
We do we have one more pet. Make sure you don't forget that one.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so we've got one more pet, and then do we have any donations to read on top of that?
Yeah, we sure do. We got
amazing.
$25 from the Puddle People. They say, first-time donor, these lack of pets shall not stand. In this house, we support MSF, and we rub that horse. Good to see everyone back. Go Ruby.
Thank you. Okay, now we go into Pelagia. There we go.
Yeah,
Amazing.
so for Pelagia, it's another instance of we're minimizing our damage that we need to do to skip a cycle. Pelagia only has 1 sigil on its belly, and Ruby's going to start by shooting at Pelagia to attract it towards them, and then basically just run forward. And it's a little tough because in this game, as you may have noticed, Wanderer has what we like to call magnet hands, and sometimes the magnet hands don't work as you expect them. But yeah, so we're just going to run and basically grab onto Pelagia's face to immediately get up to its head to use and do a little bit of dental work to get it to go over to the the towers or the I don't know, what do you want to call them?
I usually call them gazebos.
Gazebos, yeah.
Gazebos.
Yeah, so you hop onto those gazebos, and then you kind of trick Pelagia into jumping up to try and find you, and then that's how you get to the belly sigil. And then basically, once you do enough damage, Pelagia tries to...
That's okay, I'll just swim around. Yeah. I'm going to go for backup here. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, so then Pelagia... if you do enough damage, basically half on normal mode, Pelagia goes down and then destroys the gazebo, and you have to do it all over again. But thankfully, if you do just enough damage, like just about half, so we will do 1 full stab and then a 90 to 95% stab, that'll allow us to get 2 more extra stabs in, and then actually kill Pelagi in a 1 cycle without having to go through all the other shenanigans, basically. So it's a very tense fight because it is probably the most you get 1 shot, and it's very scary. And Pelagi itself, the AI is just it's maddening. If you've played, this is probably what I would say a lot of casual players. I don't want to say struggle the most with, but definitely get the most frustrated at in general. So
yeah, she is the queen of RNG in a game that barely has any RNG to it. As long as you know the right positions to stand in, usually it's all good. But thank goodness, once I grabbed onto her face, I was actually able to get that animation. Sometimes she'll just decide to swing her head instead and not give me that cancel. So let me go ahead and see if I can get these percentages right. So that's a full. Okay. Full.
Good.
And oh yes, oh, that is the most precise stab in the entire game. It always stresses me out. That was beautiful. Okay, great. And the final Colossus is Phalanx, right?
13.
We are on the final Colossus, everyone.
Saving the best for last.
The centipede one, Liz.
The centipede one, yeah.
But the flying centipede one versus the sandy centipede
or the
one.
swimming centipede one.
Exactly. And we have time for a few more donations, Kyle, before we end this beautiful run.
You got it. We've got $25 from Soulmass. They say, congratulations on opening GDQ, and thank you for being an inspiration to so many. I and so many others wouldn't have started running SOTC without your love and support for the community. The Crystal Crew and Team Eco Discord are here to cheer you on. Let's hear that amazing ukulele duet.
Amazing. And we have, do we have any pets?
We have no pets.
We have no pets.
We have no pets.
Okay, and we have time for one more donation before I go into this fight.
Yeah, you got it. We've got $200 from Marcus. They say, wake up, GDQ, donate for MSF. Life is good. Good luck with the runs.
Thank you so much. Okay, so Phalanx is, I know, Foxy's favorite Colossus and one of my favorites, but it's the only pacifist in the game. So the way that I'm going to go ahead and do this is as soon as the fight starts, I'm going to go towards aggro and try and mount her. This particular Colossus has 3 different air sacs that are kind of on her underside. So what I'm going to do is try and shoot those as quickly as I can. If I'm able to land these arrow shots, then I can get her to go down really. Oh no, unfortunately. Okay, so there is an IL strat, an individual level strat, that is very quick, that if you can hit all 3 of those in under 12 seconds, which is what I was trying to do, then he'll dip down so low that you can just jump directly onto his back. But what I'm gonna do here instead, that was still very quick, is now that his wings are down, I'm gonna basically line up aggro with the side of this Colossus. And once I mount the wings, so let's do that, perfect. Nice. This is gonna be another one where the 1 cycle is really important. So by doing 1.9 stabs to, whoa, what?
Oh.
This game sometimes.
Yeah.
That's never happened before moment.
Yeah.
I've never seen with that positioning too. Okay, that's all right. Let's do it. Come on, one more time.
Okay, nice getting on a running aggro.
Yeah, I've actually I've been speedrunning this
sick.
game since 2018, and I've never seen that before.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah.
That was slick.
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
that
there
was
we go.
great.
Take two. That's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
I got chills when that happened.
So I'm going to go ahead and get on the back, and as I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted by Phalanx, is I'm going to do 1.9 stabs to each of these sigils, and basically what it's going to allow is not only for me to get a 1 cycle here so that she doesn't dip back down into the sand, but there are usually barrel roll animations that she will do to try and throw you off. And by doing the 1.9 stabs, it actually canceled that. It makes sure that you don't barrel roll, so it saves us a lot of time. So let me see, and time is going to be coming up in just a minute here. I will call it as soon as it's time. It will be basically with the final stab on this Colossus. Okay, let me see. Come on.
Good music.
Yes, very good music. Okay, and time is... Time! I really hope you enjoyed this showcase. I love showing people this game. Again, it's It's my favorite video game of all time. Play it if you ever get the chance. The Team Eco Discord community has a lot of opening resources, so if you're looking into getting into the speedrun of this game, I highly recommend checking it out. There is a community with open arms that is happy to welcome you in and teach you anything you want to know. And since we got to meet the donation incentive, Sancho wrote a parody that last year we recorded during the pandemic together, based on this game. So we're going to be singing that. Let me get a sip of water here really quickly.
Oh, I can't imagine why your mouth would be dry right now.
Oh no, not talking for 47 minutes straight. No. Okay, all right.
We good? All right. Like Kuramori sticks to the wall.
Like Hydra sticks to the sea.
Like you'll never get rid of your shadow.
Wonder you'll never get rid of me. Let the Colossi shake with fear. Feel the earth tremble as we draw near.
Me
like he's stuck on top of Pelagia's head. Like Xander underneath where he makes his bed. Except for that one time, Major I bled. Like Zenobia's armor, for it's torn asunder me.
Like Yorda when Nico holds on to her hand.
Like dormant soul won't tear this team into. We stick together like glue. When it's death noodle time,
and I get beamed to the sky,
I don't start to whine.
As I float toward the light,
I'll run back to your side.
What a surprise,
the sword shines to our next innocent victim. Like Gaius' sword is attached to his fist. Like Buster on shelter, covered in mist. What we're doing is so taboo. I hear arcs crashing on that ancient floor.
Can't you feel we're almost done? It's Palace's door.
But that bridge doesn't look stable. Give me 1 minute more. Life is gonna be all easy for my wonder and me. Before we get finished, we'll hear Dorman's roar.
Aren't you glad that priest knows what to do with our magic sword?
Even if my leg is broke and you're a baby with horns, life is gonna be all
easy for my aggro and me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Games Done Quick. And everyone, keep the donations coming in for Doctors Without Borders. Have an amazing rest of the marathon.
Keep it going for RUBIEHART and their crew. What an amazing run. So fun to watch, and how about that song? So beautiful. We have $1,000 from Grand Pooh Bear. He says, so happy GDQ is back and live in person. Proud to be a part of it and can't wait for the amazing week of runs and friends. Thank you so much. We are gonna take a little break. We will be right back. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2022 on location. So great to be here with all of you. I am THEKyleThomas. I am honored to be hosting for you today. We've got so much love that came in during that run, including $10 from Caribbean. They say, loved the ukulele duet. Donation goes to FemShep, the correct shepherd. Thank you so much for that. We've got a $25 donation from Matza Melon. They say the bonus game is Pokemon Snap. Take my money. I love this charming game and I can't wait to listen to the amazing OST. Matza, thank you so much for that $25. And they are donating to our first bonus game, Pokemon Snap. That's a $30,000 target and we've raised just over $4K. So let's get those donations in because we want as much GDQ as we can get. We are gonna take a little break. We'll be right back.
Good morning, John Charles.
Morning, computer. What do you got new for me today?
Found Yeti SGDQ collection. Would you like to see?
I'd love to see them, computer.
Welcome back. We have got a $15 donation from Kerplop. They say, welcome back to Minnesota. Here's to an awesome week. Thank you so much for that. We've got a hot tip here, $5 from Kaylee. They say, chat, did you hear about something called Twitch Prime? Thank you for that little hot tip, Kaylee. And I've got word we are ready to hear about some prizes. So we're gonna head on over and say hello to Sent, Game and Shout with the prizes.
Done Quick 2022, and welcome back to our amazing audience. It is so good to be back in person. Right. As always, my name is Sent, and I am joined by my wonderful friend and assistant, also Sent.
Yes, exactly. For the duration of the marathon, both of us will be playing the part of Sent.
Indeed. Now, Mr. Game and Shout, it is great to have you back here. How are you feeling?
To be back. I am warm. It is summer, and I'm loving it. It's so great to be back. It's so great to see you all again and like hear you laugh at the jokes or not laugh at the jokes, but really either way, like you're here. And yes. Yeah!
We are all here. It's so exciting. You know what I'm excited about, Chap?
What's that?
I'm excited about prizes. You know I am, because we have so many absolutely amazing prizes. Now, all the prizes we're going to be talking about right now are available from now until the end of Kirby and the Forgotten Land a little bit later tonight. So make sure to get your donations in. Just as a reminder, Shout, you don't have to do anything special to donate for the prizes, right? Just donate at least the minimum donation amount while the prize is available. You're going to be entered into a chance to win it, and we've got some real cool stuff. Now, from Wolf Shadow, we have some lovely Sonic patches that you can win featuring Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails' head. You can just iron them onto any clothes you've got. We've also got a lovely Sonic playmat from Professor Caton. Absolutely amazing. But we've got a couple of really cool things here, too. We've got a Shadow of the Colossus clock from our friends over at Esclair Studios, don't we?
We do. Whatever time it is, it's Colossus time.
It's always Colossus time.
Exactly.
It looks so cool. You've got, the 12 Colossi there. All of their faces marking the hour mark. So, of course, you could point to the Colossus and be like, yeah, it's bird o'clock. I forgot what the bird Colossus was named.
I don't. Look, I'm still jumping. I'm not used to having more than one camera, and they keep changing which one I need to look at. So, like, I'm gonna have my head on a swivel the whole week. No, he did it again. Come on.
We will get used to it for sure. Thank you so much to our friends over at Esclair Studios for sending that out to us. We also have this absolutely adorable grub amigurumi, don't we, Shout?
Yes, we do. That was a good grub.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
that was a very good grub. Yes, grub amigurubi sent in to us by Betty Jean Dobson. Thank you so much. Y'all know how much I love the cute friends, and this one is absolutely adorable. $20 minimum donation through the end of Kirby and the Forgotten Land gets you in to win that one.
It is so great indeed. We have so many cool Kirby prizes in general, but from our friend Pearl Pop, we have a collection of like 20 different Kirby ability perlers. And again, just look at how clean the melts on these perlers are. We've got Ice, we've got Jet, we've got Painter here. We've got so many of them. We'll show off the full collection of them just a little bit later. You can see a picture of them all together in the tracker, but they are just absolutely amazing, honestly. You gotta check them out. $25 minimum donation gets you entered to win the entire set. They are so cool. We have so many amazing prizes, Shout. You have to head over to gamesdonequick.com and check them all out, along with, the incentives that you can put your donations towards. Because again, you don't have to put your donations specifically towards the prizes. You just got to donate at least the minimum donation amount. So get in a $25 donation. You're going to be entered into everything we've talked about.
Exactly.
And you're going to be $25 towards our grand prize, because our friends over at Heroic Replicas have made us a couple of really cool things. Now, from David Heroic Replicas, we have this lovely replica of Sly Cooper's cane from the Sly series.
That is so cool.
The wood here is apparently a Brazilian hardwood known as Yatoba.
Okay.
Super cool. Always love learning new facts whenever Dave comes up with an amazing new replica. It is definitely something lovely to behold. And in Shout's hands over there,
yes,
we have the absolutely amazing Falchion from Fire Emblem, the Sword of Legend, Sword of Heroes there, wielded by, of course, Marth, as well as Chrom and Lucina in the newer games. Super cool. $200 is what you're going to need to be entered to win these and some other amazing replicas from our friends over at Heroic Replicas. But here's the deal. It's cumulative throughout the entire marathon. So $25 now, $25 later, $150 more throughout the event, and you are going to be entered in to win this amazing grand prize. Thank you so much to our friends over at Heroic Replicas for sending it out to us.
Exactly. I'm going to hold on to this. The last event, there were some knives. There was a goose with a knife. There was a Kirby with a knife, and I feel a little safer. I'm just going to hold on.
I don't blame you, Shout. You never know who's going to show up over here when we are talking about prizes, but I know who is going to show up next for sure, right? Because we're going to head back up to the front. We're going to be getting ready for our next run of the marathon, which I believe is going to be WarioWare Touch with Mr. Shasta.
Indeed. Looking forward to that one.
Let's get excited for it. Audience, let's get hyped for it. Come on, everyone. You want it. You love it. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2022. It's good to be back.
That's right, coming up in just a little bit, we'll have WarioWare, but coming up directly next, we've got Sonic Generations by Allegro. They're getting set up. We'll be with them soon. We've got an $8 donation from Mindless. They say SGDQ is back, baby. Congrats to all the runners. Love you all, and let's get Pokemon Snap. We've got $10 from Ragettes. They say, hanging out with my son for his very first GDQ. Super excited for Pokemon Snap, because with this chat, it's not even a question if it'll be a hit. Thank you so much for those donations. And that $10 donation is really interesting, because a $10 donation can purchase 45 emergency food rations for use in a crisis or natural disaster with Doctors Without Borders. All of these donations are going to Doctors Without Borders, supporting a fantastic cause. So thank you so much for that. And I am getting word that we are ready to rock. So everybody here at GDQ, make some noise for Allegra.